back to the MAQ Stadium here. Game number 2 is gonna be underway shortly. As you can see on screen, both teams are in the ready position. BCC Ignite, they would have won the toss and elected to take the first knock. It's gonna be a first. It's gonna be 10 over encounter as usual, and and. So, so we're gonna be on the way. We're gonna find who's the first ball, who's the opening bowler there? Abdul. So Abdul is gonna be opening the attack from the far end, and he will be bowling to Ricky Nair. So here we go, right arm over. And this time he's playing this one in the air, but away from the man on the point region. They get a couple. So Ricky measured him nice and easy. That one was overpitched. And he stroked it nicely. So he's up and away, off and running. Omar Williams is keeping company with Ricky Nair. So Abdullah Sheikh. This time again, he's driving, one bounce, beach cricket, how's that? Not out. Again, the sun is coming down in all its glory. We still have another 2 matches after this. This time again, Ricky is playing it back along the track, knocked down there by the bowler. Abdullah Sheikh. So 2 good deliveries on the comeback trail, as he would have bowled the first one over pitch outside the off stump. And Ricky Nair was up and away and running. So the BCCI, we have a list. We have his captain of the team. There's ones here for Ricky as he plays this one off his legs nicely. That brings Omari Williams on strike. We have Zach Sattar, we have Ricky Nair, Omari Williams, Asif, Brandon Dunker, we have Andrew Fraser, Rihanna Green, we have Adam Khan, Suri, and Leju. This time again, this one plays into the offside and can't score. Over number 1 in progress, so some free runs coming from it, all to the bat of Ricky Nair. So Imai Williams sporting the maroon cap. This time he's driving back along the track, and I think he's run out, backing up too far. As he stroked this one back along the track, and Ricky was backing up too far, and there goes the bowler Abdullah getting a boot onto it. So I guess the scouter out for the footballer, who'll see this one just go into the back of the net. So Ricky Nair, what a sad way to go. He was doing the right thing, backing up, but he was out of his crease as Mari struck this one back along the turf. Bowler stuck a boot out. The ball cannoned into the stump and found him way short. So wicket number 1. And the pattern has continued. In the very first match, a wicket fell in the first over, and in the one chase with the Warriors, they lost a wicket in the first over also. So on the second match, Nair is run out. So you find a wicket in the very first over again.
Oh well, I've like you said, the trend continues, and good afternoon to you all in TV land. This is MAQ TV live, and my name is Stanley, as you know. And I'm here assisting Ivor a little bit, and I'm trying to make comments on what you call a beautiful day of cricket in South Florida. So again, we see Ricky Nair was run out, and a sad way to see a good batsman go, Ivor, and he pays the penalty, but for backing up.
Yes, indeed. So the London Stars, they're in the field, and we have the captain as Amir Malik, and we have Zishon Qureshi, Ashan Malik, Sami Sadiq, the wicketkeeper Saeed Lave. We have the veteran MAQ Qureshi. This time he's swinging this one off the legs, and he's getting some ones here for it. Let's see if he's going to go into the boundary. They're running one, they run two, and now they're turning for the third. So, free, well, 1-1. We have Asalan Malik, we have Abdullah Sheikh, and he would have effected that one out. That's bowler number 1. We have Matuba Shaif, Abbas Rihan, Naveed, and we have Mohammed Rihan. This time he's stroking this one off the legs. There's ones here. 1. They're turning for 2, and yes, they're going to get it quite comfortably as a weak throw comes in from the fine leg area. So we're into over number 2. 8 for 1. Vicky 1 out for 3. Backing up a little too far. But he was not Whitechapel. The ball was played along the turf, and the bowler got a boot onto it, and the ball cannon into the stump. This is a lovely shot off the pads. And the batsman diving in dry land. Let's hope he's not hurt. That's Umawi? No. That's no. Yes, Umawi is strike. The cap fooled me there. I say he's going to get that inside out somewhere along the line, but he didn't get a hold of that one. And there's a good throw in, and it's a not out decision given there by the square leg umpire. So Maui was going for his favorite shot inside out. He got it over the infield, but not quite all the way down to the man station in the cover boundary. But he got 2 for his effort nonetheless. So Zach Satar down the leg side, wide. Maui all the ones on the board, 1-1-1, but 11 for 1, not 111 though. Well, it's 11 for 1. It's early days yet. We're still into over number 2. The sun is coming down in all its glory. We are coming to you live from Delaware Beach here in South Florida. This time we're stroking this one again nicely. It's a quick one. He was playing he's running on the shot. So good cricket all around. Carpet drive. So Naveed, he's the new bowler. This time he's stroking it, and he's getting a single as he played away from the bowler and away from the mid-off fielder. And a wild throw came into the wicketkeeper end, and the gentleman in the first slip, he did the recovery. $13 for 1. Now we come to the end of over number 2, Stanley.
Well, BCC's going on pretty good. I mean, it's not a bad run rate so far. You know, you got a 6.5. It's pretty good run rate at the moment, but you know, so let's see how they go along, if they can make it to 97 or more, because you said no team has ever make it to 100 either, or whatever.
None has ever overhauled 100.
Okay.
But the top score here has been 101.
Okay, so
But Stanley, we're not going to get you off the hook, because your team was up in the first match and they went down. Embarrassingly, maybe not, because in the end we had Philip really came through with a good looking 60 not out. So we'll talk about that as the proceeding continues here. So we're into over number 3. Outside the off stump, lovely drive, but he's not going to get more than one for his effort. As he gets down to the cover sweeper in a hurry. Off the 13 and on to 14. You know the CPL comes up in Trinidad this week. So all eyes going to be on Trinidad. In the air, but away from the mid-on fielder. Just out of his grasp. He would have been a stuck catch if he would have to get his paw onto that one. He was struck firmly, to be honest with you. So, Omari, he's a good timer of the ball. So when it's struck, it's well struck. I can tell you that. He stays hit too. This time he's driving. That is Sata. But again, like you say, you're not going to get much for your ground stroke play. Because again, the outfield is heavily grassed. It's lush green, I can tell you that. But in terms of value for money, you're not going to get that because it's a thick, bushy area. But it looks good. But it's not running. This time he's going big down the ground and over the head of the mid-off. And away she goes for 6. So Imari has opened his shoulders and has joined the party. He has struck his first 6, 22 for 1. That's a lovely shot, Stanley.
Beautiful. That's another Omari Williams stroke right there, man. If you've been watching this youngster over the years, boy, you can see, boy, he's really a future, you know. He got a lot of array of strokes, man. You know.
I would like to know why Omari is not on the U.S. team. There he goes with a beautiful cover-driven shot, and the man was beyond the 30-yard circle, and he was taking evasive action, and that was along the ground. That's a beautiful cricket shot.
Just got handsome drive there, if you ask me, Ivor.
Just got one for his effort.
That looked like something I would have done. What do you think?
Well, you said it, and I can't just go against it. It's something you would have done. This time he's playing it along the turf. The bowler gets a boot onto it. Has come to the end of over number 3, 23 for 1.
Yeah, back about what you were saying, Ivor, about Omari not being on the U.S. side. It's a thought that came to my mind too. I was wondering, because you haven't seen better players than him around, so I would like to know. Your guess is as good as mine, Ivor. Talk to me.
Like I said, I haven't seen many youngsters in these parts who would have played proper cricketing shots as well or better than Omari Williams. And I said that without any water in my mouth. I do not know the criteria. I do not know his status. But I know he's good enough to make any team here. He's just good, that good as a batsman.
Yeah, I'll second to that. But the water in the mouth, you need to drink some water, Ivor, because if you don't have any water in the mouth, you're going to be dehydrated in a minute. And I really can't take that right now.
That is true. Can I get some more for real?
See that?
Thank you. So Ashan Malik, he's going to be the new bowler. From the look of things, he's going to be bowling something slow. So he tosses the ball from hand to hand. The batter is going after him. That's Omari. Not getting it as he would have liked, but he gets one for his effort nonetheless. He goes up to 14. That brings Zach Star on strike. He is on 6. Lovely shot outside the off stump. There's a man in the point region who knocks it down. Try to send the flow in, and this time he's out, he's gone! So 2 wickets down, and they went by the run out route. And like I said, you never run off a misfield. It was a good knockdown on the point region, but the ball was in front of him. And the throw came right direct into the stumps and found Zach Sata short of his ground. So we have had 2 run outs and they're coming from the same end. So those timbers have been uprooted twice. And Zach, a dejected man, it was a good looking shot, I can tell you. It was off the back foot, punching into the offside. But it was beautifully knocked down and the ball kept right in front of the wicketkeeper. And to get out of the back foot stance, to get to the other end, he took a direct hit to get rid of Zach.
Satar. Oh, well, again, you can see another wicket by the run-out route. And 2 of the better batsmen on the BCC side went by the run-out route. And that's very, very sad for the side. Now, if BCC had the chance of having a review, I think they would never review that because that was too plain either. Well, I hope my good friend out there, Virgil, know he was listening for me all day. He haven't heard from me. Good morning to you, my friend. I hope you're watching us and watching. My team went down short because I did not bowl, but we'll come better in the next innings, my friend. So no love lost. And enjoy the cricket over there.
This time a swing and a miss outside the off stump. Loud appeal. Umpire Bali not interested. This time he's going on one knee. He's going down and straight into the hands. In and out. My word.
Whoopsie doops, and down she goes.
So there she goes. The chance went to begging. It went straight down the throat of the man stationed on the mid-wicket boundary. Didn't have to move an inch. He just had to cup it. Now he's going big this time, and he's going to go for a maximum 6. So Amari would have told Suraj exactly what's needed to be done.
Not to you.
So 32 for 2.
I ought to know you. And then him. Andre, Brandon, and then him. Andre, Brandon, and then him. It's pretty cool in here today. I don't know what you guys did. Ventilation. Getting it somebody hot here, I guess. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Last time it was really, really hot here, man. Alistair.
That's the captain.
Alistair.
So early in the day, the BCC Ignite, they would have won the toss, and they're trying to set a target to where into over number 5. It's 32 for 2. Oh, this time a swing and a miss, and he's going for all of the marbles. He's playing a cross-batted shot on this occasion, but he missed everything taken there by the wicket-keeper. A dot goes into the scorer's book. So Raj has got to get Omari on strike. He's been going at a good clip. He's on 21 from 12. And again, he's swinging one from outside the off stump to leg, and he's missing again. Taken there by the wicket keeper. He just needs to get some willow on the leather and get Amawi on strike. Amawi is putting the bright yellow pads. So Suraj, he's just gone to the wicket, just faced some 6 deliveries. This time he's just chipping this one over the head of the bowler quite wisely, and that brings Amawi on strike. Lots is depending on Amawi. 33 for 2. Wicket keeper is sending out some signals into the man in the deep. As Amawi covers up nicely. The ambles for a single. So one more delivery left in this over. Nice tidy over so far. We have not seen the ball gone past the boundary, but we would have seen a catch spill earlier. This time again, he's edging outside the off stump and he eludes the fly slip fielder. But one was always on the card. As that over comes to an end, the latest score here at the MAQ Cricket Stadium is 35 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Well, again, I can see not a tidy over from the
Orlando All-Stars. They're the one who are bowling.
Yeah, that's a very, very good over from the Orlando All-Stars. I see just conceded 3 runs.
So we are just at the halfway mark. Remember, it's a 10-10 encounter, folks. And last inning at the halfway mark, we were 25 for the loss of 2 wickets. And we had Mr. Leroy White. He stopped the ball of the deliveries and left everything for Mr. Phillip to do, who ended up with some 60 not out. So, change of gloves and change of ideas and some refreshments has been given to Amawi. I think the instructions are for the last 5 overs, it's the happy hour, so you can just have a go, have a real mighty swing at this one. So Qureshi is going to be the one who's going to be coming into the firing line. So we would have seen a very good over from the last over bowled there by the bowler. We had 3 dots and then 3 singles. So let's see, Qureshi has got to carry on in that vein. But Amawi, he's away from the strike. Suraj is going to be on strike. He's on 3. They've sucked up some 7 deliveries though.
Well, for BCC being at 35 for 2, that's kind of shocking. But anyway, after the falling of the wicket of Ricky, Naya, and Zach, they're the main strikers on the side. So,
oh, this time he's going big. And Qureshi with a real long hop loosener and got the full treatment as that one goes beyond the boundary for 6. Not a good way to start, Qureshi.
Well, lucky for the BCC, you have a bowler like Qureshi who could give them some milk and sugar ever, because maybe they could drink.
Well, he has got to, let's see the comeback delivery, because that one was, he was drowning in milk and honey right there. It was a ranking long hop. This time he's going inside out and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 bounces and goes past the boundary for 4. So already Suraj is taking a liking to young Zishan Qureshi. He's gone for 6 and a 4, and in a hurry you found that Suraj is on to 13 from 9. So he was just hitting 3 from 7 a minute ago, and now all of a sudden he's 13 from 9. So what a difference 2 balls would have made. This time he's sweeping, and bad miss there. They're taking 1. They're going to turn for 2 easily. He says no. 2 runs was on the card, but for some strange reason he refused the second Apparently he wants to get Amawi in on some of the action.
Well, I think so too, Ivor. Because after those milk and honey, I think Omari, the youngsters, they might like milk and honey, so you want to get a taste of the liking.
Oh, there it is, and Amawi's not getting a hold of this one. It was a full toss. It was not high enough to be called a no ball. But Amawi did not make good use of it. But he got a single, nonetheless, 47 for 2. Over number 7? Over number 6, I beg your pardon. Oh, this time he's going big, really big. He's pulling out the boom, and this one has left the park. I think you're going to need another ball. Oh, they have one? Come. They have one. Yeah, so that ball is gone. A swing and a miss outside the off stump. So, like I said, right away, the BCC Ignite, they are drowning in honey from that over from Qureshi. That was a really expensive one. Some 18 coming from it. By far and away, the most expensive over. 53 for the loss of 2 wickets. So we had 2 sixes, one from the first delivery and one from the 5th delivery, but he ended with a dot. So I don't know if that's going to encourage the skipper to give him another over since he ended with a dot. Sometimes the way you end, the skipper tend to remember the last thing you did and forget about all the 18 runs that would have come from the previous 5 deliveries.
Well, that would be lucky for him, Ivor, because if I was a skipper, I wouldn't never let him see the ball again for another 2 years or 3. What do you think?
You said 2 years. You have a hard task, masters. How is Stanley?
No, but after having BCC on the rock, and let him get away in 1 over, that's not good.
But that's cricket for you. I don't think that Zishan would have willfully gone and allowed him to hit his ball all over the park. I don't think so. Outside the off stump, and this time Maui is on the back foot and he's cutting away and is missing outside the off stump, taken smartly by the wicket keeper. There's no cover sweeper, so he would have been richly rewarded once he would have gotten it past the infield. And now they're changing the field. They're going to put the cover sweeper. So they would have got away with murder, maybe. So now they're making the correction. There's a cover sweeper, and the man on the deep extra cover boundary comes into the circle. Amawi is sweeping. He's going big, and he's gone big. Another maximum. This time I think they'll be able to recover this one as a... Yes, 6 runs, yes. Ready. Wait, hold on. Take 2. So Mao Williams, 59. Give me water. So 59 in a hurry. So Maui pulled out the boom there and he went sweeping. A lovely shot. This time he's opening the face and stroking it nicely, but he got to the backward point in a hurry. That's a good, proper cricketing shot again. And again, for the folks who are viewing, this is Omar Williams, one of our local boys here. And I need for you to really have a look at him. He's well poised, and I don't know why he's not on the US team. Outside the off stump, but not wide enough to be called wide by the umpire. Omari seemed a bit disappointed, and he's questioning the umpire to saying, I thought that one did not give me a fair chance of getting a fair chance to play that delivery. Oh, this time he's in the air. I don't think he really got a hold of this one. And the man is settling under it. And he takes the catch. So Maui getting frustrated, taking on the umpire for not calling a wide. And sometimes you just have to leave the game to the umpire. And that was a ranking long hop that he should have really gone saying lost ball. But he top edged it and so Maui goes for 29. Good looking 29. Just when he got settled in, and like I said, he got annoyed with the umpire not calling a wide outside the off stump, and the very next ball was a ranking long hop, and he tried to tuck it from outside the off stump and skied it out to the long on region, and the catch was poached.
So, like I said, earlier when I was talking to Mr. Gentleman, I was talking about the behavior of that pace bowler from the West Indies. After when Gabriel. After they dropped the catch off him, and then he, with his attitude, and then he come back and bowl garbage. Well, just like Omari, he was upset with the umpire and making a rash shot, and then was out. So he got to keep his cool, and for some reason he was trying to get back at whoever it was, but in the end he paid the penalty. And these youngsters need to get a control of themselves, Ivor.
Yes, you've got to concentrate and let that one go. It was outside the off stump. The umpire, in his judgment, thought it was not wide enough to be called a wide, so you leave it alone. Play the next delivery instead of try to play the delivery which you thought was wide. Oh, outside the off stump and a swing and a miss. As you come to the end of over number 7. So already a healthy score on the board, I can tell you that. Because like I said, you've got to go aerial to really get runs on this ground. The first 30 yards, yes, the ball would run off the square. It's nice and lush, and it's cut nice and thin. But beyond the 30-yard circle, it's thick, and you're not going to get much for value in terms of stroke play on the ground.
Well, after being 59 for 3 in the ninth over, to me that's a healthy score. You can look. Right now we're looking at at a nice little total right now, and if BCC can get into the 90s, I think they'll be able to win this game, Ivor. What do you think?
I'm saying if they make 75, they're in a good spot. 75 is a good score on this ground. That's a pass score, 75.
Well, Andre is a very, very good hitter, left-hander. If he gets a hold of the ball, because he's a no-nonsense, he's not going to defend. So let's see. If he survives, then definitely we're looking for some total, and then he'll take the singles, Ivor.
There's ones in the making here. This one was outside the off stump, slashed away to the backward point position for 2. So Suraj, he is on 20, and the new batter, Andre Frazier, the left-hander, he comes out of, I think, Palm Beach.
Yes,
Frazier,
sure.
yeah, he captains, I think,
Titans.
Palm Beach Titans. Yeah, would have umpired a few matches. He's a decent cricketer. He's a good gentleman, a good batsman. As a matter of fact, he seems he carries the whole team.
Yeah, because he bowls as well. He bowls a little.
Bowls and he bats, and he's the one I've seen him win matches just on his back. On his back alone, he would have farmed the strike with just a few people, and he would have carried. Oh, he's swinging this one here. It's a good-looking shot, but he's just going to get one for it, as there's a man stationed in the deep backward square leg. So again, like I said, Frazier, he's one of the local lads around here. Good cricketer. So this brings Suraj on strike. He is on 20. And he has gone out a good clip. There's only 13 deliveries, and he was behind the 8 ball when he scored just 3 runs from 7 deliveries, remember?
Yes, sure I did.
And oh, this is a good looking shot, but there's a man down there stationed, and they took the catch. He's gone! Just a flick of the wrist and straight into the hands of that fielder. We'll tell you in a minute who took the catch. So who took the catch? Mustafa? Mushtabab. Okay, Mushtabab took the catch. And yes, Sharif, I'm telling you, he copped it very nicely. It was hit straight to him. Came out of the middle of the bat and he didn't have to move one iota. So wicket number 4 is down. And like we said, I'm saying 75 is a good score. So anything over 75, I think that the Orlando Stars, they're going to have to put up a fight to get to that 75. It is fiery hot here at the MAQ Stadium. So we have 2 relatively new batsmen at the crease. So I think it's the commentator's curse. We just said that he would have had some 20 from some 13. And he really caught up. And the very next delivery, he was in the pavilion. So that's a commentator's curse.
Well,
I think it's Brianna's fault. That's our official score here, Brianna and Wari.
well, you could call it a commentator's curse because she's in the commentary booth and she's part of it. What do you say?
Yes, because she nodded in approval to say yes, she did really catch up because he was lagging behind somewhat, and then he catch up, and then he was of no moment. He's back in the hut. Oh, inside out, there's a man down there, but he's not going to get far enough to him. They're going to run 2. And got there quite comfortably in the end.
That was a good look inside out shot there, Ivor, but I think he wanted some more, to press on some more, and then he could get it all the way to get a boundary, but he just did effortless and allowed him to get only 2 runs, which 2 good runs to the total, so he's doing good for his team.
Ooh, and this one was one that's dug in short. And the batsman swayed out of that one as it passed just beneath his shoulders. He went neck hunting there. We call that some chin music.
Well, that's a very, very good ball there, but very directed bouncer, Ivor, and the batsman did well to get out of it with all ease and showing that he's watching the ball nicely. But as for you, Ivor, I know you'll make something out of that with your height, right?
I might have been cutting that for 6, partner. That's outside the half stump. I'm not no boxer ducking, man. I like to take my wheel and just find that leather. I have a magnet in my bat. He just search for that cork.
Yeah, I used to hate bowling to you, Ivor, like I said before. I never used to like bowling to you, man. And moreover, the skipper say bowl outside the half stump. I said, not to Ivor. Why don't you concentrate bowling on the middle stump, middle and leg, and that's harder for him. But when you bowl outside the half stump, that is milk and honey right there. You can't bowl that to Ivor because he walk right outside the half stump right there and dab you to there. And if you know Ivor, then you have to have a third man set up for him, and then you have to have everything for him. So I don't bowl to him outside the half stump. He do that to me like twice already. And it's a no situation. You don't want to bowl to Ivor outside the half stump.
Nah.
So all of you bowlers that's in South Florida who have never known him, but I've felt his wrath, man, and it's not good. But I get him a few times too. I don't think you remember, but well.
Yeah, well, maybe, but check the scorebook. He might have been, what, 1 for 85? A lot of time I tell people, it's okay to get me, after you would have got me after I made the century, it's okay too, I remember Brian Eden, my good friend Brian Eden, I hope you're listening up. Good afternoon. Brian would call me and said, Ivor, let me tell you something. We're playing Shell Shield, Guyana against Leewards, and we keep a whole Saturday afternoon meeting on Ivor Henry. And all we're saying at the end of the day, do not let Ivor pass 40, or else we're dead duck.
We'll speak more about that later, Ivor. Take up the commentary.
This time he's playing this one along the offside and scampers through for single. So this is the penultimate over number 9 in progress, 67. And I'm saying 75 is a good total. That's my prediction. Let's see if they would go past that. Anything over 75 I think is bonus. This time he's playing this one in the air and he takes the catch. That's another effort given there by the fielder as he dove on dry land to pull that one up, and he got the big fish. So is that Fraser?
Yeah, Fraser.
Is gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Fraser is a big fish. I'm telling you, he was pulling this one. He didn't get a hold of it, and the fielder is the one who made that catch. It was not a particularly good delivery, but nonetheless, it doesn't have to be a wicket-taking delivery. By the look of it, the end result is what matters. So wicket number 5 has fallen. We still have Brendan Dunbar. He's still there. He's on free. So the skipper, Alistair Khan, he makes his way to the wicket. So we have 2 relatively new batsmen at the crease now. And I can say we just have some 9 legal delivery left. And again, my prediction was 75. So let's see if I'm going to be anywhere close to that.
But par score would be 80 either. So, but we are still in the making, and after being 8.3 runs, 8.3 overs to go with 7.9 and over right now. We're looking at almost 79, 80.
Oh, this time it's a loud appeal. Not out. One hitting him probably outside the off stump. It was a loud appeal. He walked right across the stump and trying to pull this one out of the park. But he missed everything. So we have 1-1, a wicket and a dot. So just 2 runs coming from this over so far. This time he's driving. But there's a man down there in the wide long area. Runs in and send the throw back in. That's Zishan Qureshi. As the over comes to an end. One more ball, innit? One more ball on fire. One more ball. Now we have one more legal delivery left. One more delivery. Like I said, the sun is coming down in all its glory, and I'm telling you, ooh, it is Africa hot. Oh, he's going big. This time he's getting a good hold of this one to end that over. So that last ball brought up 75. So I think I'm right on par, and I think you're going to get your 80. I would think so.
I should imagine so. So we're both doing good, Ivor. I wouldn't say, well, I'm still playing. I don't know about you. I mean, you haven't played for many years, Ivor. 10 years, 15?
Many years. Eons. I haven't played for eons.
Yeah. But I don't know if you know to hold a bat now, Ivor, would you?
You say 84? All right, well, Waddy and Brianna has predicted 84. I said anything over 75 is bonus. And Stanley said 80 was his prediction.
And you said 75.
I said 75. Anything over 75.
I know you're a betting man, Ivor.
I think it's a good
score.
score.
I think you might get the 75.
Yeah, well, I said
you have to.
75 is gonna be hard to get. I'm telling you.
And you're a betting man, Ivor.
Yes.
All right.
They already required 8 runs and over. Anything over 8 runs and over on this field, it's not going to be easy pickings, I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, it was proven.
So the last over comes in, and he's pulling this one outside the off stump, and is wrapped in the pad, not out. He was way outside the off stump. As a dot goes into the scorer's book, so they've got to get some. They've got to get some willow. This time it's a loud appeal. So a single, 75. I won. They made us over. So 75. Outside the off stump, and he's driving, and they're thinking two, and I think they're going to get it easily in the end. Well won. And you can see the applause coming in from the teammates saying, well won. So 77.
No, it's not Alistair, the other guy. It was Brandon, yeah.
And he's going again big. There's a man down there. He's getting on it, and he takes a catch. Zishan Qureshi takes two step in and pouched this one. He was timed sweetly, but can get no further than Zishan Qureshi, who is stationed there in the cow corner. So wicket number 5 or number 6? Number 6.
So that was a well-judged catch there by Qureshi, Ivor.
Yes, indeed.
I've seen him in a few games where he spilled a few, but this time he made no mistake.
Well, two. He's got 2 in a row. So he has made up for his bad bowling.
So definitely, that was really
well. Zishan, he's going to be someone to do some batting here today, because his bowling fell apart. He deserted him today, his bowling, but his catching has really been of a high standard. So let's hope that he can match his batting with the catching.
Well, I've seen a lot of bowlers who have bowled bad drop catches because of, but Zishan didn't let it get to him. He be a man, and he stood to the task, and he took a brilliant catch, and it's good for his team. Well done, Zishan.
This time the batsman is swinging this one. There's running one. I heard 2. And it's going to be danger. They're flirting with danger. Flow was a little bit off the mark. So in the end, after all of that excitement, just one more added to the total. 78 for 6. We have one legal left in this inning. So far, very good over. Just some 4 runs coming from it, and would have realized the wicket. So let us see. Last ball comes up. And a slow one, and they're running a bye. And I don't think they would mind. Yes, there's a bye at the end of the proceedings, 79. So 80 is going to be required for victory by the Orlando Stars. And believe you me, I think it's going to take some doing to get to that 80.
79. So you see, I'm a betting man, Ivor. I said 80. Brenna said 85, and Mr. Nick, so we pretty close. You said 75, I said 80.
Anything over 75 is challenging, and I think it's going to be a challenging total. So, well, folks, the top score in this inning would have been Omar Williams with 29, and we had Sawaj, he made 20. The other double finger was Brandon Dunbar, he got 11. So 79 it is for the loss of 6 wickets. So 80 required for victory. We're going to be taking an inning break here. We will be right back for the run chase a little later. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the MAQ Cricket Stadium. The run chase is going to be on. 80 required by the Orlando Stars. BCCI Ignite, they made some 79 for 4 from the allotted 10 overs. So Zishan Qureshi, he's going to be opening the batting alongside Amar Malik. And to start the proceeding would be Leju. He is going to be starting from the top end here. So here we go. This time is right up in the block hole, and a good start to the proceedings. Like we said, it's not going to be easy picking. 80 required, starting at some 81s and over. They've got to go aerial at some point because it's not a running field by any means. Oh, this one is in the air. There's a man getting on it. The wicketkeeper calls for it. And he takes the catch, and Kureshi goes for a duck. Like I say, it's not going to be easy. Did he make a duck in the first inning? How much Kureshi made in the first? So Kureshi perishes. So no one on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. And like I said, I don't know what the instructions would have been, but I am telling you that anything over 75 runs on this field is not going to be easy going. So I don't know why Kureshi, with the very second ball outside the off stump, decided to slice it up into the air. We know he had to go aerial to get some runs, but it's early days yet. Sometimes you have to have a look and push it around, get over that hard luck, and fight at least a couple of deliveries. But it's not to be, so we have to give the bowlers some credit, and the fielders, they've come out to defend 80 runs, and they've started well. Ooh, and this time a swing and a miss, and it's one eludes the wicketkeeper to his left. And let's see if a signal comes in from the umpire. No, so he got an inside edge, and that one just passed the leg stump and eluded wicketkeeper, left a glove. So that opened the proceedings here for the Orlando Stars. They are 1 for 1. Kureshi, the last man out, went for a duck. This time he's stroking this one nicely, and they're going to get a single as the flow comes in at the non-striker's end, but beautifully backed up there by the skipper. The score moves up to 2. 78 to win. Seems like it's a small order, but I think it's a tall order. This time he's playing it back along the offside of the wicket, and beautifully knocked down there by the bowler, feeling to his own bowling. That is Leju. He plays in the local league here. I know him. These guys eat, sleep, and drink cricket. So Leju again comes in right arm over. This time he's playing this one in the air. There's a man down there. He's getting on it. Has he got enough legs? He gets there, and he spells it. It would have been a very, very good effort if he would have brought that one up. But they won 2 in the meantime. So as we come to the end of over number 1, 1 wicket has fallen. 4 runs is on the board. In the run chase of 80, that is what is required of the Orlando Stars. So we're having a bowling change, and it's going to be Asif. So he's bowling left arm, and this time the batsman is swinging across this one and getting a run for his effort. Yes, there, 1-1. So he got some willow onto that one. Oh, no, leg by signal. Late signal coming in here from the umpire. So 5-1. So it's a southpaw and he's bowling around the wicket and a swing and a miss outside the off stump. Remember, the target is 80. Earlier in the proceedings, the BCCI would have won the toss and elected to bat. They scored some 79 for 4 wickets. So we've seen the back of Qureshi for duck. That's the lone wicket to fall. It's 5-1. And this one down the leg side, and he's allowing that one to go outside harmlessly down the leg side to be called wide. And an extra goes into the scores book, which takes the total on to 6-1. So Laval, he's on one. This time he's stroking this one nicely, square driving it, but he can only get one. And again, once the ball is played along the turf, it's not going to be too many twos. We have seen a couple threes and twos today, but it took some real hard running. So we call those some hard-earned runs. But as we go into the day and the weather is getting hotter and hotter, I don't know if the legs are going to remain under these cricketers outside the off stump, too wide to allow the batsman a fair chance of playing at that one. So umpire Bali decides he has to reload and come again. 8-1. Extras are climbing. Some free, I think. Extras has gone on to free, so almost top score. But Malik is there on 4, top scoring so far. Extras is keeping his company on 3. This time he's stroking this one nicely into the offside for a single. Zleju comes in and picks up and send the throw to the bowler's end. 9-1. So Said Lival, he is on 2. Malik, he is on 4. So Asif sporting the number 12 on his back. Southpaw. This time he's playing this one in the air. There's a man getting on. He takes the catch. A good one. And that was dying on him. And he made the catch. Wicket number 2. And they're dropping like flies. I say it's not going to be easy picking. 75 was always tough asks, if you ask me. And their approach has been not a good one so far. 9-2. But they say all these names are here. He's here. He's there. The guy said the full name is there. The full team is there. That was in the book there just now.
Can you confirm the
catch
name again for me? The catch? Samir,
he he got a different name on here. We asked the we asked the skipper. The best to ask the skipper. Cause when you get a chance, give me which one bowling figures so we can get the man of the match. Let's see, because we got a 60, we got a 50 in the match.
But this match or the last match?
No, the last one.
The wicket keeper. I will tell you.
One guy make 60, one make 50.
Rajpal. But they won the match and they took 2 catches. And he took 2 catches as well.
That was 50. He made 53.
50 something, yeah.
Okay, 53. So we're going to put him man of the match.
And he took 2 catches.
2 catches. Six run. And that's a maximum 6 and the first of the innings. And a welcome one at that. They're going to need much more. So they've got to carry on in that vein because, like I said, they have got to go aerial. Trying to do it along the route, it's not going to take place. It's not going to happen, folks. Swing and a miss outside the off stump. Oh, he's going big. Definitely gone big. And gone for 6. So they're going to need lots more. So now it's 22 for 2. So quick and in a hurry. The score has some respectability to it. We're into over number 3. This is the last of the power play. So I have 2 legal delivery left. So they're making hay while the sun is shining. Can't stop now. Outside the off stump, wide. They've got to reload and come again. So Leju, he has gone off the mark. He would have bowled a very good over first up. But he's coming for some hammering in the second over here. And quite rightly, because it's the last of the power play. This is swinging this one here. They're asking for a single, but it's non-existent. As the man at the short backward squarely comes in and prevented any thought of a single. So 2 maximum in this over so far and a wide. And a single, so we had some 14 runs from this over so far. 23 for 2. Oh, this one is in the air. There's a man down here. Let's see. He's going to be anywhere close to it. I guess no, he's gone for a 6. So as we come to the end of the power play, they've made a good use of the power play. And I can tell you some 21s coming out of that over. So Leju, he has gone for plenty. He's bowled some 24 runs, has gone from his 2 overs. And he's taken some 1 wicket. So 29 for 2 as joining the com box here by Ian.
Yes, very aggressive start here. You know, we're going 29 for 2 in the 3rd over. That's exactly what the captain would have asked for. Apart from losing the 2 wickets, but the runs really coming with the strike rate at 9.7 required, 7.3. Let's see, it's a good start here.
Yeah, that was a good looking over there with some 21s coming from that over, so they would have doubled up in 6 deliveries. Yeah, so the Orlando Stars trying to get to, it's 29 for 2, so they're trying to get to 80 for the victory. Qureshi was first out. He was gone for a duck. And then we had a beautiful caught taken about 2 overs ago. But over number 4 now. This time he's driving back along the turf. Bowler can't stop it, but at least they'll get one. So signs of aggression, but again, they're not going to get much for hitting the ball into the turf.
Yes, as we can see, the outfield is pretty heavy, so we realize most runs come when you go over the top, unless you plan to run for every single, because everything that we see stroke along the ground is being held up in the grass. So this game, you really gotta be thinking in terms of the mindset, calculated.
Yes, well, Wiki Naya it is with his off spinners. Bowls at this time is a nice looping delivery, tempting the batsman, and he comes down on it, and Wiki feels to his own bowling. Wiki, the opening batsman in this inning, he was unfortunately run out when the ball played back by Maui, got into the boot of the bowler and cannon into the stump. This time he's going after him again. There's a man down there, but it's going to be all in vain, and this one goes for and yet another maximum, as he's getting a good hold of Wiki Naya, as he floated this one up into the legs of the batsman, and side Leval, he's drowning in honey here. He's on 26 from 11, so he's getting a good hold of these bowlers here. The score has raced on to 36 for 2. Oh, and this time Wiki's out to run out the same way Wiki would have gone out. Wiki would have done the same thing that happened to him. The ball was played back to the bowler. Wiki cannoned the ball into the stump and found the batsman short of his crease. And there it is. Revenge is mine, said Wiki.
Oh, what a way to get out. You know,
That's how Wiki got out.
that one was hard hit by Sad. Back to the bowler, Ricky, who managed to get that onto the stump.
Yes,
And the
he
batsman
did.
was just outside, and he's back in the pavilion. Definitely that's not the way that you would want to get out, especially in this hot sun here, you know.
Yes, but like we said, that's the same way Wiki got out. Because
Revenge.
Maui drove one back along the turf, and the bowler would have got it onto his boot and cannon into the stump, and Wiki was found short of his ground. Same thing with this batsman here. He was found short of his ground as Wiki diverted the ball onto the stumps, hit the wicket, and down goes wicket number 3. 36 for 3.
Well, Ricky Naya, he would have been happy that he actually managed to get somebody out just the way that he was out, because he knows the feeling. He knows, you know, that one hurt you to the gut.
Yep.
You know, they did not bowl you or anything. You're just short of your mark, just backing up just a little bit too short, and you just find that the ball hit hard on your stump before you could even turn.
Well, 36, you know, that's Bob Marley's age. Every time you see 36, always remember the great man would have passed and gone on to the great beyond at age 36.
Yes, and such an icon. The world missed him so much. You know, his music lived on.
Wiki again, he's been struck for mighty 6, but so far he has controlled the proceedings so far. So still a long way to go. We still need 80, but scoreboard begin to have some respectability to it. Oh, this time he's in the air. There's a man down there. Let us see. And he gets in and he gets on it. Takes a catch and he's on. He's gone. So Wiki now is in the wicket column as he floated that one up outside the off stump. The batsman trying for another 6. And he ran some 10 meters in and took the catch. And wicket number 4 goes. 36 for 4.
I tell you, Ivor, Ricky always show up when you need him. You know, whether it be with the bat or with the ball. And Alistair would be very proud of him coming in here, holding his own. 5 overs, got a wicket. That's through the cart route. But then he assisted in that run out. That, you know, few balls, 2 wickets down, could just change the game for Orlando Stars.
Could very well be 36 for 4. Like you said, that's a good wicket to have.
Definitely. Side was going great guns. They say catches win matches, and that was pretty much an awesome catch. Bowler running, fielder running off the boundary, and well judged. catch it. He went to the ground, but he was quite comfortable and holding on to that one. And as I
Yes,
say,
so after all of that excitement, only 7 runs coming from that over, believe it or not.
yeah, very
it's
good over by Ricky. He did some excellent work there, you know.
Yes.
One wicket coming by the mean of a run out. That definitely would like to have that replay on that one, but you know, that was a very well executed run out. Whether it was just a slight touch or it was a deliberate one, the batsman find himself in the stand with only 2 runs behind his name. He would have liked to do better, but such is cricket. Lovely cricket.
Yes, well, we have 2 relatively new batsmen at the crease. Both are on a knot. We have Abdullah Sheikh, he's on 0. And we have Mohammed Rehan, he is on 0. So we have 2 new batters.
So
We have a new bowler as well. We have Adam Khan. So if Adam can, I think he can.
yeah, it's a young Adam Khan here, you know, very good young man in terms of his bowling, you know. He spends a lot of time with the ball, also with his dad, who's always there with him. And if I have eyes on one young man here in South Florida in terms of his bowling and his discipline, it's got to be this young man here, Adam Khan.
And he chose the hardest art of cricket, bowling from the back of the hand.
Well, I can tell you one thing, he has mastered it, you know.
Yes,
I
indeed.
watched him from he was a little tiny
Yes,
tot.
indeed,
Not
and
that he's too big now, but I've been watching and following him. A little tiny tot, just a bit taller than the wicket when I saw him bowling back here in South Florida.
Yeah, he was one of the youngest players to participate in the Cricket Council USA tournament here in South Florida. This time he's outside the off stump, swinging a miss, and he's asking the square leg for a stumping. But square leg is unmoved, and it seems as if the batter think his feet has been anchored in cement, so he's unmoved himself. He's saying, "No, I did not leave home at all."
Well bowled there by Adam. Managed to be pulling the batsman out of his crease. Luckily for him, seemed like he had a little
Something
bit of the
behind
heel
that popping
behind.
crease. Okay.
Yep.
Adam goes, he's flighty, and this time he's playing this one in the air, just out of the reach of the mid-on fielder. It was in the air for a moment, but one, that's all they'll be. And I know they don't mind giving up that single, so we have gone off the dreaded 36. Been there for quite some time.
Well, Adam Khan here, young Adam Khan, really showing his class. 4 balls, I say 4 delivery, only a single from it. You know, he had a chance of stumping there. And as you say, he bowled from the back.
Quick, a
of the
flatter
arm.
delivery. They're thinking 2. I don't think it's on the cards. Good thinking. He was sent back wisely by the striker. Otherwise, he would have been flirting with danger. So Adam is on to a very, very good over so far. Just some 2 runs coming from it so far. They need some 42 runs from some 31 deliveries. Still even Steven. But in the wicket column, I think they're going to be on this side in the air, and he's put down. It would have been a beautiful catch. Is that Ricky? And he would have
You
made.
seem like he did a little diving.
Yeah, he tried to make that catch. Like I say, it was always going away from him. But then again, it was Adam probing. He's a wicket hunting bowler. And just 3 runs coming from that over. Very, very, very good over indeed, Ian.
Yes, an excellent over from Adam there. Alistair, the captain, could have not asked for a better over from a young bowler. But a young bowler that is full of experience. I think he have played more cricket than many of us here in South Florida. You know, he plays right across the America. I've seen him, you know, in games, you know, across Facebook. His father, Adam, would have, you know, showcased a few games. I'm like, whoa, Adam is not even here. He's somewhere playing. So wherever the game is, he seems to find it.
Yes, like I said, the equation is not far-fetched. It's 40 from some 31 deliveries. But the wicket column might seem to be a bit spot of bother for the Orlando Stars. But nonetheless, it is cricket, and the cricket is a game of glorious uncertainty. So it's not over until it's over.
Is it not over until the fat lady sing?
That too.
I don't see one today, so let's see.
No, well, I think you need to get your glasses.
I Never your problem. It's always fun being here in the commentary box with you, you know. Always keep the fans laughing. Always manage to get your co-host and others, commentator, laughing, scorers, everybody in the commentary box here, you know, will smile. You always have a good joke.
Well, that's all part of the the team to keep everybody alert and to keep them on the heels, never knowing what is to come next.
All right, so being introduced into the bowling here is Mr. Omari Williams, another youngster that would have seen playing the cricket from a tender age, coming through, doing pretty good in terms of his batting. You know, he's one of the better batter here in South Florida. You know, today being his first game for a long break. He said his last game was in February.
Oh, this one is in the air. There's a man down there. He's getting over it and he goes over his head and beyond him for 2. So good start by Omari, bowling his off spinners. The man was stationed on the 30-yard circle, so he was always going away from him. Now I think they're making the adjustment. They're asking him to stay out.
Do you know his nickname?
Omari?
Yes.
No.
At one point, I think they called him Puppy Rice.
Puppy Rice. Well, I remember there was a dog Rice.
All right, so
Outside the off stump, low appeal, not taken by the wicket keeper. In the end, no damage done.
and that's how you would have gotten his name. I was told, or I heard that he was Dog Rice's son, so they'll call him Puppy Rice, but I don't know how true that is.
Oh,
But that's
okay.
how he got the name.
Outside the off stump again, a swing and a miss, and the batter is asking for a wide delivery, but I don't think it's that wide. And Omari would have been guilty of arguing with the umpire, and the very next delivery he was outside the off stump. This time he gets the wide without even having to ask the umpire. So Omari is outside the off stump and going further and further away. And this time it's in the air again, away from the fielders, and it's running down very close to the boundary. And it goes beyond the boundary for 4.
Yes. Young Adam would have given up the chase there, so that would tell us that that's going to be another 4 to the score, which bring them up to 46 for 4, 5.4 over being bowled. Current run rate is 8.1 and the required is 7.8. So evenly posed between the current and the required.
Oh, this one is a beautiful shot. There's a man getting down there, but he's not going to get up with it. He's gone for 6. It was a good shot, inside out. It was well timed. It came out of the middle of the bat, and the sound of that would have told her that he was well struck.
Yes, that was a well executed shot there. Nothing but timing.
And placement.
Yes.
So the 50 comes up. It's 52 for 4. And this time he's straight into the cover. And he's gone. Wicket number 5. Soft dismissal in the end. Having played such a beautiful shot inside out, the very next ball was shot outside the off stump, and he picked out the man straight in the extra cover. He didn't have to move one iota. He just put his hands, clasped it, and there goes wicket number 5. 52 for 5.
I think he would have been disappointed with that shot after playing that one, you know, for 6 runs, then coming back and getting not a difficult ball. It was basically asking to be hit. He could have placed it just about anywhere, but instead he just picked out the fielder, and now we see him walking back into the pavilion, very disappointed, which he should be, because he knew that, you know, he could have done so much better with that ball, especially playing such a lovely shot. The one before, we just talked about it. It was full of timing, you know, placement, and he gracefully played that shot, you know, well executed. But to see him coming back in the pavilion, you know, it wouldn't be something that the fans themselves would be happy with, you know. We'll be looking to see if we would have gotten a few more of those 6s. But Alistair and his team have a different plan.
Yes, again, we want to say a pleasant good afternoon to all of the viewers out there listening and viewing the MAQ TV. Now, Vinod Manchar over there in Trinidad and Tobago is up front and center and following the MAQ TV. Good afternoon to you and your family, sir. And we know Audley Watson over there in Connecticut. He is onto the commentary. Virgil Francis as well back there in the city of Lauderhill. He's following the action live on MAQ TV. And again, we want to say Elton Tucker over there oh, come on.
What's it?
Port St. Lucie, yes. Spoke to him this morning, and he too is following the proceedings on the MAQ TV. So, Mr. Elton Tucker and Junior, we're expecting some good things from his son. He's a southpaw, lanky, good cricketer, and he's one in the making. He's one for the future. So all eyes are on him. He has the height. He has the temperament. He's as cool as cucumber. So I think with a bit of encouragement and coaching, I think he'll get there. Under your steam one day. This time he's chalked on the pad and the umpire is giving him out LBW as he played a lazy shot. The one must have been on dead center as he just tried to work it off center. And he looked up to see the nodding of the head in the approved manner, saying, "You are gone." Wicket number 6, 52
Yes.
for 6.
52 for 6. So the wickets are falling, and I would say this one is, a welcoming one for Adam. He bowled well in his first over, and here we see him, 3 balls in, and he's doing an exceptionally good job there. Alistair would have been very happy with the change that he had made. He basically put a clamp in terms of the scoring. As you can see in the earlies, they were going great gun, but just a fall off the wicket, and that was through the run-out route by Ricky Nair. That really make a turn right there, and then he came back and got a wicket in the very over. And as we can see, the All-Rounder Stars start to have a little bit of struggle, even though they don't require that much in terms of run, just 28 runs to get, but 4 wickets in hand.
Yes, well, I always tell people that a hat-trick starts on the first wicket. So Adam is on a hat-trick. People tend to think it's only when you get 2 wickets in a row you're on a hat-trick. Hey, he's on a hat-trick. He has 1 wicket from 1 ball.
Definitely.
So he's on his way to a hat-trick. So if he gets another wicket here now, even closer to the hat-trick. So the first delivery, he got a wicket. So he comes in right arm over. This time the batsman is playing outside the off stump, getting an outside edge. So now we can say he's not on a hat-trick.
Yes, but you can see the batsman really showing respect to Adam, not just looking at him as a little young guy coming up to the wicket, but realize that he is an exceptionally good bowler. And we can see here he's actually feeling to his own bowling, a stroke behind him, but he ran, allow it to go down to long off, who picked up. But good bowling here by Adam.
Yes, of course. And like I said, Adam is in his second of his allotment. Now he's going to be bowling to the southpaw, so he's got to be careful. He's going to be coming from off to leg to the southpaw, so he can't afford to jog it down, because if he's going to be short, he's going to be carted over the deep mid-wicket area or backward square leg. So he's got to come good. They're trying to make the adjustment in the field, as you can see. The boundary riders. 3.
Aren't you proud of this young man here, Ivor? You can see he's also setting the field, to his own bowling.
Well, Adam White arm over bowls, and this time he's swinging a miss outside the off stump, and a swing and a miss, and not taken cleanly there by the wicket keeper. But a dot goes into the scorer's book, so Adam again is right on song here today. Wicket to his name so far. He has just given up some 4 runs. And this one is in the air. There's someone getting on it. Let us see. Let us see. Oh no, he's dropped in no man land. So 2 runs in the meantime. So the equation 25 from 19. The equation is not far off at all. The wicket column seems to be the bother. There's only 4 wickets left in the hut.
Yes, I don't think the All-Rounder Star would want to lose another wicket here. They're still on target in terms of getting to that modest total of 80. And as I say, they're right in range. Current run rate 8.1 and required is
Outside
7.9.
your
There
stump.
haven't been any change there. So that's been a constant for the past couple overs. So at the end of the 7th over, required run rate is going to be 8.3. So 18 balls, 25 runs to get. And if you're the batting team, you would say, guess what? This is not out of reach. It is not too much. 3 overs.
No, not at all. But
25
Adam
runs.
would have completed his allotment of 2 overs, and he would have gone for some 6 runs. So you can't ask for nothing much more than that. He got a wicket along the way. So Adam is done and dusted in this match. So got a wicket out the very first over, LBW. And after that, he just gave up a single and a double.
Well, the magic man is being brought back into the attack. Mr. Ricky Naya started the magic with that run out. And now he's back with the ball in his hand, being 1 for 7 in his first over. So let's see what he has to offer in his final over here. And I think that is only going to be a single. So I'll say well bowled by him. Single up ball won't get them there. So as a bowler, you'll have to keep that in mind.
Well, the required run rate is just over 8. It's under 9, so it's not out of range, it's not out of reach. But the only thing is that we have 2 new batters. But it could work in the batter's favor because they're fresh legs. They're not been at the wicket for quite some time, so they should be able to hurry things on up.
Yes, as you could see, a single ball and extra here or there, or just an extra run will get them there. And doesn't take too much hitting.
Outside the off stump taken cleanly by the wicket keeper. As Ricky Naya, with all his guile and experience, he's trying to keep the batter in check. So a dot is like gold dust this time. This time again, Ricky is going after this delivery and another dot into the scorer's book. So the batsman can't get the ball off the square. So Ricky has got him in a chokehold. That is Mujaba. He's making some room outside the off stump, swing and a miss. Taken cleanly there by the wicket keeper. So Sharif, he's not been catching up with Ricky Naya. In Ricky Naya's first over, he was struck for a lovely 6 over the deep long on position. But so far, so good in this over. This is his last over. This time he's playing this one into the onside. It's just going to be a single, which doesn't mind at all. So just 1 legal delivery, so 13 deliveries left, some 23 runs required. So the equation is climbing. It's over 10 and over now. Ian?
Yes, very good spell by Ricky. Even if this one finds its way in the boundary, he would have said he have done a good job. In terms of Ricky, I just like to watch this young player here. You know, he's very energetic in the field. You know, on the wicket. You know, if it's running between the wicket, if just the way that he executes his shot, or if it's just in his bowling. You know, his approach to the wicket and everything. You see that one, he will give it a little bit more air and a little more flight. And as I said, well bowled second over for Naya, which now we'll just worry Alistair, who is going to be the bowlers. There are going to be 2 brand new bowlers here coming in to finish up the overs. 2 over to go.
So just some 10 runs coming from Ricky Naya, 2 overs, so you can ask for more. So the partnership is just 6 between these 2 batters. And like I said, 58 for 6, trying to get to 80 for victory. And we're into the penultimate over. It's over number 9. So this is going to be it's do or die here, Ian.
Well, surely it is. You know, 2 overs to go, and you're looking at 22 runs. So it's not going to be a runner ball anymore. So one of these batsmen, I know it's 2 fresh batsmen at the wicket. But one of them really got to step up their game, or both of them got to step up the game in terms of finding the boundary. It's not going to happen in singles anymore.
Okay, well, I'm going to call it. They need an early boundary. Within the first 2 deliveries, they've got to struck a boundary. If not, I think they're going to be digging themselves a deep hole. So we'll watch and wait. I'll take it from here. So that last over just produced some free runs. 58 for 6. Asif, he's into his second over. He's gone for some 4 runs. This time he's playing this one along the turf. They're thinking 2. They're saying yes, no, yes, no. It's going to be touch and go, touch and go. In the end, got through in the end. So that's good running. You've got to pressure the fielders. You've got to turn 1 into 2s, none into 1s.
Yeah, 2 run a ball will get them there too. So a good start at least, even though they did not start with a boundary. They just need to get 2 runs off each ball.
And the first 2 deliveries, they said they need a boundary in the first 2. So
all right, so let's see what happened here.
let's see. They've got to swing for the hills for this one. The 2 are just bonus. Outside the off stump, it's a wide, and the bowler is disappointed with the call of a wide. But umpire Bali says you've got to reload and come again.
Yes,
So-
at this stage of the game, you don't really want to be giving away any form of run, no extras, because that is really going up against you. Your captain is definitely not going to be happy with it, and your teammate is going to be looking at it and say, hey man, come on, get it on the wicket, get it on the right spot.
Oh, this one is in the air. There's a man getting on of it, and he takes the catch. Easy peasy. It was full. It was not high enough to be called a no ball, it seems, and he's got to go.
The batsman disputing that one, I don't know.
So wicket number 7, 61 for 7. So like we said, the second delivery should have been a boundary, but it became a wicket.
Yes, that's opposite of what we would like to see happen in terms of the batting team. Orlando Stars, they don't want to be losing any more wicket at this stage of the game.
So in that term now, they mean that cricket won. The batsman would have wanted 4, the bowler wanted a wicket, so cricket won all around. How about that?
All right, that's so true. As I say now, 7 wickets down with just a little. How many runs do we need there? About 19? 19 runs that is needed.
And my
10
contention
balls.
was always 75 runs is going to be a hard ask. So I don't think they're going to get the other 14 runs. That's my take.
Well, as I said, it's still not out of reach because as it is, they still need 2 runs per ball. Which will get them to that total, a magical total. But guess what?
Well, we have the veteran MAQ. He has gone to the wicket, so we know from time to time he has swing a long ball. Now he needs it now more than ever.
Yes, we can't count MAQ out at all. MAQ is MAQ on a mission. And at this break, I just want to say thank you to MAQ himself for putting on such a wonderful event. And thank him for the years of supporting the cricket here in South Florida. He have gone all in terms of cricket and helping to develop cricketers here. And I'm just so proud of him, especially to see young players like Adam Khan coming through the system. That is such valuable contribution just to community.
Inside out over the infield, and the way she goes for 1, they're thinking 2, and it's going to be touch and go, and in the end, this camper through for the 2 in the end. 63 for 7.
17 runs from 9 balls. At this point, I just want to say thank you to all our viewers who are watching. And if you're watching on MAQ TV, you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, we just want to thank you for the support. And we're just happy that we're able to entertain you.
Dot goes into the scores book, and again, 10-10 cricket, the dot is like gold dust.
Yes. A dot ball is worth like $1 million on this track.
Yep, 63 for 7. Trying to get to 80 for the victory. 7 wickets down with another 3 to go. Full toss, and he's swinging it down to the deep mid wicket. They're thinking 1, they're thinking 2. There's a misfield, and allows the batsman to jump through for 2.
And it's MAQ running into the danger end, but as you can see, you can tell the difference between MAQ and these young guys here. You know, he look like a 16-year-old there, the way he's sprinting through.
That was good heads up running there by MAQ Qureshi. He was coming back to the danger end, and he saw the fielder bubble in the deep, and he decided to take on his arm, and this time again, he's taking on the fielder. MAQ is thinking 2, but this time it's non-existent as the over pretty much comes to an end. Yes.
Over come to an end. Good run in between the wicket by MAQ. Only thing for MAQ is that he's not getting the strike at all. Well, I think, you know, it's going to be a turnaround. The batsman will go to the other end. So MAQ is not being let in on the action here. In this final over, let's see.
Well, Ian, I'm going to put you on the spot now. I know the ATM machine is up and running. Don't tell me that the banks are closed. Where is your money? We need 80 for victory. We need 3 wickets. We need 6 deliveries. We need 14 runs. And do not tell me your money is in your pocket.
No, I gotta put the money on the Ras today. On the Ras, you know, we gotta give the Ras the ball, you know.
The Ras. So who is
the dreadlocks?
Who is the dreadlocks now? So we have Wayne Graham. He's gonna be summoned to bowl this last over. So we need 14 runs. So I know if he gives up 14 runs, he's not gonna be coming anywhere in this direction.
Definitely he's not going to walk close to Alistair because he would have entrusted him with the ball at this point. I know they have the field inside, so once they don't go over the boundary, it should be safe.
Oh, no, he's hitting this one in the turf. They're thinking 2. MAQ is thinking 2, but I don't think it's going to be 2. No. So just 1. 13 to go. 5 deliveries to go.
But guess what? MAQ is on strike.
For the first time.
You know, if MAQ loved the cut shot, and if nobody knows that he liked to go with the cut shots, I hope our bowler Ryan don't bowl short.
MAQ needs 6 runs. MAQ don't need a cut shot right now.
Yeah, he cut you for 6.
So MAQ to the rescue. Let's see. He's facing his first delivery. He stands straight up. And he's swinging. Getting a hold of this one, but it's just going to be 1. 4 more deliveries. 12 runs. So we need 2 6s. We need 3 4s. And a deuce. Still mathematically possible.
I think this is going to be the delivery of the game. Go to our boundary there and see your struggle.
Okay, that's what Ian says. So we'll watch and wait.
If it's anywhere in the infield, I can say they could call this game.
Oh, and this one eludes the wicket keeper. There's ones here. I had 1. They're thinking 2, but it's not going to be. So that's a bye. Signal there by the umpire. So they would have wished it was a wide. And he had to bowl it over, but it's just some 3 deliveries left. 11 runs. 3 deliveries.
I told you about that.
So they need 2 6s and a 1. 2 6s and a single. That's 13. Is my math correct?
2 6?
2 6 and a 1?
We don't need all that.
You don't need all that. But it need 13. And MAQ is playing this one along the turf.
That's
so
so see, I told you about that ball, man. That ball, it just needed 1 good ball right there.
So it's 70. I told you 75 is going to be a hard ask. And they're into 70 now. So if they make 75, they would win. If you're a betting man, remember you're betting.
Money's on the Ras, man.
Your money's on the Ras. All right. We'll tend to win 2 deliveries. We need a 6 and a 4.
The Ras is always a disciplined culture.
We need a 6 and you need a 4.
The Ras is holding his head.
Okay.
Think about what he's doing. So, and here he goes. He bites on the lip.
And this one is in the air. There's a man down there. He's getting under it. Let's see. He drops the catch.
And that is still okay.
But it doesn't matter because we need 1 delivery and we need some 8 runs.
So the only thing that Ryan need to do this time is just to bowl a straight ball, a legal ball,
You just need to walk up to the wicket
and he will be okay.
and just bowl.
I think he's a-
72, and I said 75 would have been a bit much.
a slow ball and an excellent ball.
And that's
Only a
game,
single.
set, match. And 73, that's all they will be. End of the game.
Good game there by the BCC Cricket Club. Well executed in terms of their game plan. All the bowlers actually did their job, and especially young Adam Khan. I am so proud of him. He came on right when Alistair, the captain, needed his experience, and he did, along with Ricky Naya. Both of them did tighten the screw there, and final score 73 for 7.
Folks, that's it. 73 for 7, and the end of the second match. So we still have another 2 to go. So with that, we're going to be taking an inning break here.